Hi everyone, Attorney Rachel Gruetzner here for another Family Law Friday. Now last week we talked about what you should do if you've received a letter from the prosecuting attorney that says you need to file for child support. If that's happened to you, go back and watch last week's video. This week I'm talking about what happens if you're on the other end of that situation and you have received a notification that you are being sued to pay child support. Now, assuming there is no issue with paternity in your case, the first thing you need to do is respond to the complaint. If you got that complaint in the mail, you only get 28 days to respond. If that complaint was physically handed to you by a process server, you only get 21 days to respond. If you do not respond in time, the prosecuting attorney or your ex can file a default against you. What a default means is that you've failed to respond. And why a default is bad is because when there is a default in the case, it means that the prosecutor can decide how much child support you need to pay without having any input from you whatsoever. And also that the court can decide what the custody and parenting time of your child should be without any input from you whatsoever. So once you've responded, the next thing you need to do is figure out what your custody and parenting time schedule is going to be like with your child. If you and your ex are not on the same page about what that schedule should be and what's best for your child, then you will need to file a request for custody and parenting time in the court. It's really important for you to remember that if there is a prosecuting attorney involved in your child support case, they do not represent you. And also, they don't really represent your ex either. They represent the state of Michigan's interest in getting their share of the child support that you will pay because your child receives some sort of state assistance like Medicaid. They're not there to help you and your ex come to an agreement about custody and parenting time. And they're also not there to help you come to an agreement about child support that might make sense for you. They are there to apply a formula and to make sure the state gets paid. So if you need help reaching an agreement with your ex, now that the prosecuting attorney's office is involved, make sure you're working with an attorney that specializes in family law who can help you. That's what we do day in and day out. I would love to talk with you about your situation. Give us a call.